Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. So I know you guys have been seeing this floating around Twitter, XRP to hit $224. Wow, would you and I be filthy stinking rich? We really would be. I saw this from Mac Attack XRP at Mac Attack XRP on Twitter. Posted this article here, and so this goes to an article from Ethereum World News. Analyst suggests Ripple's XRP will see a 100,000% rally. And can it really happen? So the article just goes over some of the details here. Cryptocurrency character and analyst BitLord recently posted a chart below, noting that XRP is showing signs that it is on the verge of rallying over 100,000% to $224. And so guys, this was taken from BitLord's account here, shows us some technical analysis with regards to these moves. And so I'm going to link this article in the description for you, but what I think you guys really want to see is how do we get there. So I've got XRP here on the log chart, and today I'm going to be doing something a little different. I'm going to be using Fibonacci extensions. I'm going to explain to you guys what those are if you do not already know. Also some other tools here that I will use to predict an XRP price of approximately $224. Now, guys, you have to remember this is technical analysis based only. This has nothing to do with other factors, including FOMO, including, real world utility, including cryptocurrency regulations. All that stuff is, they're all black swans. We don't know what's going to happen when. Okay, but based on this chart alone, we can glean a lot of information. So how do we get to $225 per XRP? I will show you how. First of all, we've got to assume that the last drop we saw, roughly around 17.5, 18 cents down around here, was the bottom. So how do we figure that out? Well, we use this tool here and we can calculate what the bottom was the last time XRP went bearish before 2018. Okay, so this was around 2013 to 2014. Okay, this is the last time we saw that price rise all the way up here to about 6 cents, then came all the way back down to 0.002 cents back in 2014. Okay, and we can see here that was a 95% decline. 95% decline before it rallied back up again. Now, let's use that same tool here, and here was the rally of 2018. Okay, XRP all the way up to $3.82 approximately. And guys, what do we have here? If we go down to the trough of the last bear market, we can see, let's just adjust that to make that accurate. We can see that XRP down 95% as well. So 95% down here, 95% down here. Okay, it's looking promising that we're at the bottom. We can also tell that by seeing that over here, we can see we're basing in this level of support that we had formerly been in back in mid-2017 before the bull run started. So we have to make some assumptions here. We can safely assume 95% is probably the bottom. Okay, now if we can assume 95% is probably the bottom, now we can use our Fibonacci Retracement tool. And so for those of you guys who do not know about the Fib Retracement tool, this thing's a thing of beauty. I learned about it back in 2012 when I first got into stock trading. And this thing, guys, essentially predicts the future. Okay, well, maybe not really, but it is kind of as close to a crystal ball as you will get. And so let me just show you guys this first. I don't know if you guys follow the Blockchain Backer on YouTube. He has some really interesting videos with regards to technical analysis, and he always uses Amazon as a very good example of the Fibonacci Retracement tool. So I've already pre-drawn a Fibonacci here. This was the last bear market for Amazon when it crashed in the dot-com bubble of 2000, 2001. And when you bring okay, so this is the retracement tool here. When you line up the top of the market, okay, with the 0.236 line, and you go right down to the trough down here, okay, you can see that Amazon has pretty much hit its peak up here. So I don't know if you guys can see that, but so these lines will extend and you can garner support and demand. And by using these Fibonacci numbers, it is easier to calculate supply and demand zones or support and resistance levels based on the Fibonacci calculation. So if you look at the last bear market, line it up with the 0.236, you can see we're at the top right now for Amazon. So Amazon's a really good example of that. But guys, what else is a really good example? Bitcoin. Let's take a look at Bitcoin right now. And guys, this is Bitcoin again on the log over the long period of time. So Bitcoin, and you guys are familiar with this chart, I'm sure. So before I go on, I don't think I gave this guy enough credit. Blockchain Backer has got some awesome technical analysis videos on YouTube. Here's his Twitter right here, guys, and I have a feeling that this article was based on his TA, so I wanted to give him full credit on that. Again, he goes in detail with regards to his price analysis for XRP. I'm basically just giving you my quick synopsis of this. But seriously, do go check him out. He does some really good TA. If you guys are big TA people, go check out his channel. Let's take a look at the Fibonacci on Bitcoin. And so let me just draw it here. From the last bull run before 2017, we can see that Bitcoin, let's draw that. We could predict this high based on this bull run. So let's say it is 2014 and you're wondering when Bitcoin was going to hit a new high. What you would do is take the Fibonacci and drag it from the top of the last bull market all the way down to the trough of the bear market, okay? Line this up here with the 0.26, okay? So then you got that lined up with that. And boom, what do you get? Bitcoin top up here of about $18,786. So you guys can see that up here. That lines up fairly perfectly. And so traders use this tool all the time to calculate possible price predictions for stocks, for cryptocurrencies down the road. Now let's get back to XRP. Where does the Fibonacci bring us here? Okay, so let's bring up that Fibonacci retracement tool here and go from the top there all the way to the bottom. Okay, and let's take a look at this. Okay, so if we just take the top to the bottom, the top of the last bull market to the bottom of the trough, we can see that XRP made a bull run back in late 2014 all the way up to the 0.382 level, okay, and then came right back down again. So that's going to be the new high, the new point in which we calculate. But first, let's take a look at where that would bring us first. Okay, so bring up another fib and we'll plant it up here. Okay, and go all the way down to that 95% correction. And so guys, this is where it would effectively bring us, okay? It's right about here. All right, let's try to get that really close. Okay, so right about there. And so first, what are we assuming? First, we need to see XRP hit this level before we can potentially see another downturn. Well, what is this level, okay? So if we were to calculate that, that is at the 0.382 level here on the fib, which would bring us to this 0.382 level here. And that would be approximately, let's put a price target there, that'd be approximately $1.56 per XRP. So the thought being is that we have to see this movement first before we can see the big rally, okay? This is just, again, guys, based on technical analysis only. And so this thing's gonna take time. Now that we have that calculation, we can continue on. So let's move this fib, okay? And we take it from the top of that level. So we move that up to the 0.236, okay? And we go down to the bottom of this bear market here. And guys, where does that bring us? That brings us essentially, it calculates pretty much the top of the last pump, okay? Right up here at that upper echelon. Now, what would that price target be? Well, guys, if we can assume that this price target is the equivalent to this price target here, we are gonna have to move the Fibonacci in the same way. So let me just delete that, bring this over here. And now what we're gonna do, guys, is we're gonna bring this up to here, okay, assuming that that will be the level where we go. And again, guys, this is just a lot of assuming because we do not have any other information other than historical information, but history is always a great indicator of what the future could hold. Of course, these numbers are not gonna be perfect, but I think it's way better than just throwing numbers out there without any reasoning whatsoever. So, that would bring us up to here. So this top level here would essentially be, what's the price target there? $25 per XRP. So $25 per XRP would be that next new target. Okay, that would be the equivalent to this over here. But guys, there's still a pump to come. And so what is that final pump? Well, we need to see how much higher XRP went from this level here all the way to that level there. So we're gonna just put this tool up here, okay, to calculate approximately, what is it here? So that's approximately 750%, about 770, 784. What is it? No, it's about, okay, we'll call it 792% higher from the former top to the new high. And guys, again, this was in 2018 before we started to see the cycle retrace. We're seeing some upward momentum for XRP right now. We're seeing upward momentum for Bitcoin right now. And so could this be the retracement? So what did we say? 792% from that former peak. So from up there would bring us to, let's start it up there, 700 and, okay, let's see if it can get any higher than that. Let's just put it up here. Let's bring that up. 792% would essentially bring us to, bam, right there, guys. That would bring us to essentially 220, that's about 223, 224, 225. Right there, there's the price target, $225 per XRP. So guys, is this possible, or is this a pipe dream? Now, of course, technical analysis has its place. There are many other factors involved in this. Essentially, I wanted to show you guys this because based on this article, we're throwing these numbers around, and so for some people, they want to kind of see how we can get to BitLord's number of $224, which I'm sure, again, is based on the blockchain backer. I'm sure some people think, well, is this based off real world utility? Is it based off something else? And so essentially this is just based off technical analysis. Anyway, could $225 per XRP be a reality? Personally, I think that this will be a longer play. I don't think that will happen in 2020, maybe not even 2021. But could we see this in the not too distant future? Will we be able to retire this decade? Or even within the next 5 years, guys? I'm highly confident that it's possible, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.